gets the best of you, makes you weak, makes you vulnerable.
As a half-demon, Hellboy's lineage gives him a multitude of extraordinary capabilities, the foremost among them being his immense strength, durability, and decelerated aging. These physical attributes serve as a solid foundation for his combat prowess, enabling him to endure arduous encounters and emerge victorious, albeit not without their share of battle scars. Furthermore, Hellboy has a unique fighting style that combines raw power with unwavering resolve. Throughout his career as a monster hunter, Hellboy has honed his skills and expertise, acquiring a diverse range of powers that have proven instrumental in overcoming his weird enemies. From his mastery of occult knowledge, magical rituals, and spells, to his ability to manipulate fire and control the infernal flames of hell itself, Hellboy can give many mainstream superheroes a run for their money. In this video, we will explore Hellboy's insane unknown powers that would surprise even the most hardcore fans. Now, just before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is just a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Now let's begin. Hellboy has demon wings. Hellboy's very personality and appearance are nothing short of a spectacle, but this paranormal icon with the devilish twist has one ability that puts him in the big leagues. Unleashing his inner demon, our crimson-hued hero takes flight, courtesy of a pair of brilliantly enormous wings sprouting from his body. It's largely unknown whether these wings are the result of his infernal anatomy or something else, say from sorcery, but the most likely reason he has them seems to be his relationship with hell. Unfortunately enough, we don't get to see a lot of his wings, not even in the comic books. And although his wings mostly remain hidden even in his transformative glory, Hellboy's initial sketch did feature him with a pair of wings. He can control the fire. The awesome protagonist of the eponymous franchise, Hellboy, possesses a remarkable array of abilities that would be a bit of an issue for even the strongest of Marvel or DC characters. Born of his hellish lineage, Hellboy's physiology gives him an impressive resistance to extreme temperatures and fire-related risks. Interestingly, his ink and paper counterpart is a tad bit less potent against fire as compared to his other depictions. This thermal resilience renders him virtually impervious to heat, burns, and all forms of pyrokinetic assault, including the fiery attacks of Liz Sherman, and we know that her pyrokinetic abilities are so potent that she can even levitate using fire. In fact, Rasputin once described her powers as a living thing. Furthermore, the depth of Hellboy's thermal resistance extends to electrocution, which is an ability in itself. When he transforms into his demonic form, Hellboy gets the ability to manipulate hellfire. He can then harness and manipulate this raw and infernal might of the netherworld and put it to good use, and that truly is something to reckon with, making him a true champion of the flames. His body is immune to lightning. Even someone who has never watched Hellboy on screen or never read a single comic would know from one look that this righteous minion of hell has outstanding supernatural attributes. When this quasi-deity goes berserk and gets into his demonic form, he gets an electrifying ability, quite literally so. It is in this state that he can summon lightning and strike his enemies with it. However, this ability of Hellboy's is also linked to his prophesized role in bringing about the apocalypse. But the lightning strikes become even cooler when Hellboy unleashes them through his right hand of doom. The stone hand then treats lightning as something of a whip instead of a singular bolt. Additionally, and not surprisingly, Hellboy's mastery over lightning renders him immune to its devastating effects. The origins of this invulnerability are, of course, open to interpretation, but clearly these powers make Hellboy someone not to be trifled with.
Use your head. You just have to forgive them, or else we'll end up doing this all over again. and you're never gonna.
He knows all kinds of magic rituals and spells. As we know, Hellboy is associated with the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense, or the BPRD. If you're an ardent Hellboy fan, you'd also know that he has been a member of the BPRD since he was as young as 8 years old. Now, it becomes indispensable for someone fighting paranormal creatures to know spells and magical rituals, but Hellboy's knowledge of these things itself is supernatural in nature. He boasts a profound expertise in the intricacies of the occult. As a seasoned paranormal investigator, Hellboy has accumulated decades of expertise and knows quite a few things about folklore, enchantments, mystical rituals, the utilization of amulets and hexes, and a comprehensive understanding of the diverse supernatural creatures, even those that live in the unseen realms. Sometimes his day job, which is also his night job, forces him to rectify paranormal disturbances, which kind of make him something of a supernatural handyman. So it's safe to say that the multifaceted nature of Hellboy's responsibilities as a paranormal investigator and a member of the BPRD provides him with the ample opportunities to acquire new knowledge and refine his existing skills in magical rituals and spells. But how was it exactly that a boy of merely 8 years old could know so much about rituals and spells? Well, due to his hellish background, Hellboy could read and understand practically all languages. This also gets extended to other features of his intellect, for instance, his skills in strategy and leadership. He can shapeshift and size shift. What good is your hellish lineage if you can't even shapeshift, right? Among the several superpowers and abilities that Hellboy has, one of his most potent but seldom used is changing his form, which is also something called demonic shapeshifting. It's true that Hellboy often relies on his strength and durability and those remarkable regenerative capabilities, but the true extent of his demonic-themed powers isn't always fully harnessed. However, there are select instances in which Hellboy undergoes a metamorphosis, assuming a demonic form that unlocks a multitude of additional powers, a transformation that in itself could be considered an ability. Moreover, his shape-shifting abilities include another power known as size shifting. This allows Hellboy at will to enlarge his body and assume colossal proportions that rival those of the mythical creatures such as Leviathan. It's also because of shape-shifting that Hellboy grows those wings we discussed. The combination of these often gives him the edge over monsters and supernatural entities. He can see much farther than the average human. Notably, Hellboy exhibits an ability to see distant objects with great clarity, and this allows him to have an extended range of sight far beyond the norm for humans. While this power finds limited exploration in both film and comic iterations, Hellboy's advanced sight remain an aspect of his character that demands more importance. Moreover, observations indicate that Hellboy's vision is not significantly impaired in low light or dimly illuminated environments, hinting at a potential proficiency in seeing clearly under such conditions. Furthermore, Hellboy's distinct yellow eyes don't just serve as a visually striking feature, but they also contribute to his vision. You'll notice those yellow eyes are similar to those of witchers like Geralt. Witchers also possess yellow eyes and they resemble a feline's, helping the witchers to see. I suggest you check out our anatomy videos on both Hellboy and witchers. Hellboy's age increases differently from normal humans. Hellboy's aging deviates from how humans age, and to be honest, it shouldn't come as a total surprise. His unique physiology and heritage grant him an extended lifespan, albeit with a few peculiar nuances. During his early years, Hellboy matured at an unprecedented pace. Remarkably, at just 2 years old, the young Hellboy bore the physical semblance of a child approximately 6 years of age. By the year 1954, he appeared as a fully grown adult despite being a boy of less than 10 years old. However, this rapid physical development stands in stark contrast to Hellboy's subsequent aging, wherein he has seemingly entered a state of suspended maturation after achieving physical maturity. And once again, this is quite similar to what happens in the case of witchers, who also stop aging at a certain point. On second thought, it's wrong to say they stop aging, but their aging becomes exceedingly slow. In fact, no witcher is known to have died of old age. Anyway, Hellboy's slow aging can be attributed to his origins. Hellboy's right hand belonged to a spirit that stole God's powers. The right hand of Doom is an appendage comprised of a powerful forearm and a hand sculpted from crimson stone. Originally, this limb served as a substitute for Hellboy's natural right hand, which had been severed by the malevolent Aziel in Hellboy's infancy. Possessing inherent invulnerability and imperviousness to pain, the hand functions akin to an unforgiving sledgehammer, delivering devastating blows upon adversaries. However, due to its substantial size, surpassing that of an ordinary human hand or even Hellboy's left hand, it is less suited for intricate tasks, though it has demonstrated surprising dexterity in capturing even the nimblest of creatures, such as a fly. However, Hellboy often finds it difficult to reload his weapons like Big Baby and the Good Samaritan. Naturally, Hellboy's left hand handles the weapons, which kind of makes him ambidextrous. Now, it once belonged to the ancient Watcher named Annam, who played a pivotal role in the future of Earth, tasked by God with the sacred duty of safeguarding Earth. Annam stole the power known as Vril, the secret fire, and he used his right hand to do so. He then used the secret fire to create the Ogdru Jihad. The other Watchers, witnessing the birth of the 369 Ogdru Hem, grotesque progeny of the Ogdru Jihad, were propelled into a war against these monstrous creatures. In the aftermath of the Ogdru Hem's apparent defeat, Annam used his right hand once more, this time to seal the Ogdru Jihad with a crystalline prison, banishing the monster to the depths of cosmic space. However, the other Watchers turned against Annam, ultimately subduing him and obliterating his entire body except the right hand. Marvelous verdict. So you see, this guy can take a hit from the strongest of opponents and still get back up. And yes, he can do it all in a day. The 8 superpowers we spoke of in this video can be considered his lesser used powers. Of course, he has that immense durability and strength, and they make him even more fierce than his opponents. It's unfortunate that Guillermo del Toro's movies didn't really explore Hellboy's lesser known powers, but then again, they were just movies, and there's only so much one can show. But tell me, what did you think of the movies? Do you think del Toro did justice to the legendary protagonist? Would you have liked to have seen more? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, everyone.
So, you're the King of England now?
Yep.
Well, I didn't see that coming.